I'm a Barbie girl in a
No,
Barbie world. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
We're not doing this. Hey guys,
It's too late.
we're back.
Too late. You didn't want to do it, but we did it. I'm editing
No
this
one
episode,
understands
so
it.
I can choose the intro.
Okay, that's fine. You can keep it in. No one's gonna.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Okay. John's been singing the song over.
No,
and
you've
over.
been
No,
singing
I
the
don't know.
song
No,
over and
no,
over.
No.
Can you sing the Barbie part? Come on.
Hiya, Barbie. Hi, Ken. Want to go for a ride? Sure, Ken. Jump in. There you go.
No, but can you do the chorus?
No.
Come on, dude.
Dude,
you
I'm
have
not
the
singing.
perfect
We're gonna
Barbie
get-
voice. Do it. Do it.
What does that mean?
You have the perfect Barbie
No,
voice.
I'm not singing.
Do it.
No.
Give the fans what they want.
They
Kyle.
don't want me to
They're
sing.
sitting at home wanting to
Hey,
hear
if
you
you guys
sing.
if I can get 3 comments to say we want Kyle to sing,
Kyle,
I'll sing.
You know
I
they're
don't want to give you
comment.
something that you don't want.
Dude, they're all gonna comment. So why don't you just give them
No,
it now
no,
to make
'cause
them happy?
no.
Kyle, do it.
No. I'm standing my ground. Not singing.
Kyle, you're being a lame-o at the start.
Why
of this
aren't you
episode.
sing?
Because
bitch?
I can't sing and you know it. We were singing before.
You're right. I am a really good singer.
Yeah, you are. You're really great, and
Yeah,
you're
I'm
really
not singing.
sexy
Yeah.
and hot.
Yeah, you
and
can keep
beautiful.
complimenting me. I'm still not
and-
singing. You can suck my dick. That what?
Kyle, so you'll do it next episode if 3 people comment on YouTube that they want Kyle to sing.
Well, like
you
how
said
much?
that. You
How much
said that.
singing?
You need to sing the chorus of the song.
Okay.
God,
I'll
see,
probably maybe
they're
do
gonna
it.
do it. They're gonna comment, guys. Go subscribe to our YouTube version of the show. Get us to 2,100 subscribers.
What a start this is.
Yeah. We also, while we're at it, we have a Patreon at patreon.com/PIMS podcast where you can get extra content every
Hey,
month.
maybe I'll start singing, and that could be an extra thing for Patreon.
Oh,
No one's
we
gonna
still
watch it.
got to do that episode or that video idea where
Where we sing.
we actually practice a song, memorize it, and perform it.
Yeah, that scares me because it's not going to be good.
No, but you can pick anything you want. So you can pick something that kind of fits your voice,
I don't know. I don't think anything fits my voice.
Oh, yeah, dude, you got a good voice.
I know, but I have like so many octaves I can go to that songs just can't.
Yeah.
The songs butcher my voice. I don't butcher the songs.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's the song's fault.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a Grammy-winning song, it's
Yeah.
their fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
cool.
Whitney Houston. She doesn't have the same pitch as me.
Yeah. Kyle, how we doing?
I'm good. Have you ever this is random, but I thought about this the other day. When you look at your nails, do you ever look at them as if they are like faces?
No.
No, just me.
Can you
So
explain?
so look at your fingernails, and I think of the nail, the cute the white part is like a smile.
The bottom part?
Yeah, it's like a smile, and then you just kind of look at this as like a little body, and then you just
So
they
the
have
whole
they have different attitudes based on their shapes.
Wait, so the whole finger is the body? Or
So I'm thinking this is the face, like the white part, like
all right, so the bottom
nail.
of the fingernail is
Yeah, I
like the
feel like
smile. The
eyes
top,
would be, maybe it's more like a snake kind of vibe. It's like it's a little guy that's kind of hunched over, just like so look at my pointer finger, look at that smile. It's got like a little sneaky smile. It's a little
dude, I'm really not following you here, but I'm trying.
Hey, somebody else has done this before. Also, same with cars. You ever look at cars
do-
and think of a face?
Yeah, cars have a face.
Pickup truck is a backwards hat.
Yeah, okay. And then one of those 2005 Nissans is like a
What? 2005 Nissan.
yeah, it has like a certain smile to it, like it's
Does
an
it?
annoying kid,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's some cars that are grannies, like a slug bug, Volkswagen
You
slug
getting
bug.
grandma
That's a
vibes?
grandma
Yeah, I can see that.
smile.
Yeah.
What's that car commercial where the car literally is smiling? It's like a tire store or something.
Oh yeah, those cars. It was like Chevron. It was a Chevron. It was all
Yeah,
those cars
maybe.
are talking about oh, fill me up, baby. Put your hose in me.
Do they say that?
No, but you
Do-
could spin it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a porn out there.
A Chevron porn? Dude, if someone
Like
watches,
car porn.
someone watches car porn, you got problems, dude. You know how
if you're into it though, why not?
Dude,
Because
but,
I can't. It's not like my car doesn't need to give me consent for me to fuck it. Like the tailpipe's not gonna I can't get in trouble.
But if you see your neighbor fucking his tailpipe out in
Well, I
his
hope he's
driveway,
not doing it in the driveway. I'm like,
what if he doesn't have a closed garage? He can't afford it yet.
you find your times. Maybe late at night. Yeah, if I get home from work, I'm walking home from the bus stop, and I just see my neighbor bent over behind his car. One, I wouldn't think he's fucking it.
No, but if he was
Yeah, he's grunting.
that's not illegal.
Well, in public, it's probably illegal.
But if it's hidden by the tailpipe, it's not technically public indecency because you can't see it. It's inside the tailpipe.
That's
but
true.
There's also
That's
the
true.
tailpipe is huge, so there's not any sort of friction. That's what I've never understood
Maybe he's got
about.
a fat dick. I don't know.
No, but you know the person.
It's got to be cold too.
Yeah.
And you're putting your dick in fumes.
Well, the car's not running, is it?
That would be a trip. Car's running, tail lights or the tail thing is spitting out shit.
Well,
The exhaust, that's the word.
But if a car's sitting stationary, nothing really comes out of the exhaust, right?
No.
So maybe people turn it on to make it feel like it's like on and warm.
A little warm.
So it's like a live
Suddenly
body.
gets really hot, and then you're getting fumes into your dick.
Or you bump into the side of the tailpipe and your dick
burns you.
burns.
Yeah, they can't feel good. But I have seen a video of a guy fucking a car. I saw it on. I think I may have seen it in school. That doesn't sound right though.
I don't
That
think
feels
you
wrong.
did.
I swear I've seen the
What
video.
was it?
I don't know. Maybe it was the same video of the lady that's married to a roller coaster.
Oh, like My Strange, or it was like it's a TLC show where
it's
they
like
marry.
My Strange Husband or whatever.
Well, yeah, I've heard of the guy who married a car.
Yeah, so I saw a guy fucking a tailpipe. I didn't see it happen, but I think he demonstrated what he does, and he squats behind it. Maybe it was a movie. I've seen it before. I think it was a red car. Also, there's the woman that sits on the fence. It's like a pointy fence, and she sits on it. She's like,
that actually makes more sense to me.
she sits on it, and she goes, "I'm feeling a lot of things right now," and then it cuts away.
Seems like you've seen this clip quite a few times.
I've seen it a couple times, yeah. Not for my own enjoyment, just hey, check out this clip, friend.
You know how far things would have to go for me to ever want to?
tailpipe.
Well, yeah, to fuck a tailpipe, but also just to want to watch any sort of non-human porn.
Yeah. You got to get bored, real bored.
And that's if I ever feel myself getting to a point where nothing is really piquing my interest, it's a signal flag. All right,
back off for a bit.
maybe you got to back off, because if this isn't doing it for you,
that's true.
There's just some issues here.
How many things you think you've cycled through before you fuck a car?
A lot.
I
would watch Marge Simpson, that type of porn, animated cartoon porn before I would fuck a car.
Tentacles, maybe. What
weird,
even is that?
dude.
Is it real squid tentacles, or is it
Well, it's animated, right?
It's anime? I don't know. I've never seen it.
I would assume they're not real squids. How would they get real squids?
For sure, something with a squid involved. It's
Well,
slimy.
I know there's a thing.
It's just a disgusting start. Sorry, guys.
There's a weird fetish where people are into alien stuff, and so there's dildos and goo and stuff that are
Goo.
all representative of not a real human penis, but an alien. So it's green with weird shapes and.
Dude, they probably don't even have dicks. They probably just fuck with their eyes.
Yeah, or just through telepathy, through their mind.
They just make eye contact like we are right now. We just mentally
impregnate
fucked.
each other.
Yeah, you're pregnant now, John.
Well, who's to say that who's to say that different life forms that we haven't discovered yet? I have said it before, but I'll say it again. I don't understand why no one talks about the possibility that aliens could so easily be around us all the time. People say we've never discovered aliens. Maybe they're always here just chilling, but we just don't have the technology or the sense of the perception to even perceive them. Maybe they just been here chilling.
Seems like something an alien would say. I have no way of proving that you aren't an alien.
No. But
well, I don't know. Maybe there is a way. I guess I could test you for human.
Test me for human?
Yeah.
Speaking of testing, Trump's got COVID.
Yeah, that's does he actually though? That's the real question.
Yeah, I mean, it is a fun conspiracy to think oh, maybe this is a plot where he's gonna then come back stronger and he's gonna cheat, he's gonna get better magically, and everyone's gonna be like, oh my god.
He's gonna be oh, it's no big deal, and then it's oh, we don't care about this disease anymore.
But also, since a bunch of his other executives, what is the term for high up government people? What's the word
awful
for that?
People?
Well, a bunch of people in office that are on the conservative party have all got it.
Mm-hmm.
There's 9 or 10 of them. So I assume it's not some big plot, but if it is, it would be pretty crazy.
I wouldn't be shocked, but I also wouldn't be shocked because, he doesn't wear a mask.
Yeah, there's a bunch of videos of them hugging at different meetings and stuff.
So I don't know. But either way, if he survives, he's going to spin it to, it's not a big deal. It's completely fine. If I can do it, So.
I mean, that's expected. He's not going to, if he survives, no one would expect him to be, sad about it. Or
right. So, I don't know. It's not It's either he dies or he's gonna act like it wasn't a big deal. Those
Yeah.
are the two options.
Yeah, basically.
Probably not gonna die.
Probably not. But,
That would be wild though. Like,
that'll be the first time in our lifetime a president's died in office.
yeah, in our lifetime. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, presidents have died in office before, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. I mean, only like a couple months left, but since I don't know who's gonna win, but a lot of people think Trump is gonna win again,
I wouldn't be shocked.
and that would be crazy. Like if he would have won, but he died before.
Yeah.
So if he dies,
With
then
the vice president maybe.
yeah, then does the vice president run as like against Biden?
I guess.
I don't know how that works.
I don't
but
either.
I don't like talking about.
I don't want to talk about this
politics.
either. This
It's
sucks,
just like
dude.
not like
It's not fun.
like they're important. It is important, and I think you guys should like do research, but
Right.
it's not. I don't like enjoy it.
Yeah. And I don't think either of us are gonna like dive into our deep down opinions right now. So it's like,
Yeah,
I don't need to. Let's move on.
I've been seeing a lot of dead animals on the road.
What's that about?
I don't know. I don't know. I've recently
What
there's been
types?
everything we got like
Possums.
lots of possums. Pretty
People were commenting that possums are actually cute.
yeah.
I disagree.
People were like mad that we thought they're ugly, and I'm
They're
just
pretty
gonna say
fucking ugly.
they're one of the ugliest of all.
I stand by what I said.
There's those naked cats that don't have fur.
Yeah, their
Those-
personalities are kind of cute. I've seen them before. I have family
Their
members.
personalities cute. What does that even mean? That doesn't count. Personality separate. We're
I'm
talking
just
about.
saying. I was just saying they're cute. They're not
can't-
like evil little hairless cats. They're like cute.
But you can't.
they cuddle
no,
with
but
you
those
and
are
stuff.
separate.
I'm not saying they're
If
together.
my face got all fucked up, you wouldn't say I'm cute. You would say he has a cool personality. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But he's ugly as shit. That's another thing.
That's true. If anyone ever says like, "Oh, you got a great personality," if they start with that, probably ugly.
Yo, one time, oh god,
Say it.
What?
Say it.
one time, like, I was talking to this girl.
Do you get personalitied?
No, well,
You got personality zoned?
kinda. No, like it was kind of like a. You'd have to be there, but I was like,
Yeah.
oh, so like,
Oh, for
go
sure.
to-
For sure, I had to be there.
let me just explain the
Okay.
context. So she was like, oh yeah, some guys got like personality and no looks. Some guys got looks and no personality.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, so like, do I have both? And she just like paused for an oddly long time before saying yeah.
That's tough.
And so I was like, that shouldn't have been such a complicated question.
Did you bring that up?
No, I was like,
You were like, oh, okay. Good thing I have both.
I mean, yeah.
Thumbs up.
She said I had both. She was like, yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, that's a no for sure.
That's a no.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I either have one or the other.
Yeah.
And
Hey, not everyone's gonna think you're hot, and not everyone's gonna like your personality.
no, there's a lot of people that don't like me, and I'm like
What?
no, I
There's
just
this
think,
group of people that hates John.
no, I just think that like, especially if the show keeps growing or like if we keep trying to do internet stuff, there's always
gonna be people that hate us.
there's gonna always be people that just don't like you. And even from like people in my personal life, like I know of a few people that just like don't like me.
You want to shout them out?
No,
No. Carl from down the street.
but like
No.
that's okay with me. Like I realize that I'm an acquired taste, you know?
You are an acquired taste.
And I don't think that I'm
me
kind
years.
of I'm kind of kombucha. Like if you
Yeah, but kombucha's just gross.
no, kombucha's great if you
Kombucha
get
is
into
like the
it.
personality of drinks because it's like it's good for you, but it's really gross.
No. See, I actually like kombucha's taste. So it's like you're picky, dude. You have to accept the fact that you're picky.
I do accept that, but it's still gross.
It's not.
It is.
So many people like kombucha.
Okay, well, the only kombucha I've had is the one you gave me that one time, and kombucha beer, which is one of the grossest things on the
Okay,
planet.
kombucha beer's already gross. And
No, beer's good.
But the kombucha I gave you is great. You just don't like it. Those are different.
Okay.
Something sucking and you just not liking it are different.
In my opinion, it sucks.
Well, in my opinion,
That's
it's
just
fantastic.
like I could think that someone's hot and you could not. Doesn't mean they're ugly.
Yeah, so you're proving my point.
Am I?
Yeah, it doesn't prove they're ugly. It doesn't prove kombucha sucks. It just proves that you don't like it. You just proved my point.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you
Thought
very
I
much.
proved my own point. I don't even remember what my point was. Move on, anyways. Kombucha.
What?
I don't
That's
know.
all I had about kombucha. I don't
Oh.
know how we got here.
People hate you.
Oh, no, I just think that like what's weird is that I think a lot of the listeners of the show,
Hate you?
no, I think they clearly like the show. That's why they listen. But like if they were to know me personally, like let's say they just grew up, went to our high school, went to our
Yeah.
middle school, they just
Yeah.
like knew me. They weren't like a listener of the show and they just knew I made podcasts. I think a lot of them wouldn't like me.
Why is that? You think you're unlikable?
No, I just think I'm like annoying.
Well,
I feel like I'm the kid where it's like you graduate high school and it's like, oh, there's that kid from my high school who's still trying to like make YouTube videos and shit.
I think people respect. I mean, there are probably some haters that are just like negative people that hate everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like me. No.
No.
No, but I feel like there's people that no matter what, if someone's trying to do something different, they're just like, oh, let's just give up, dude. Like, you're just a sad person. Like,
Yeah.
that sucks for you. That's your problem. But I think there's a lot of people that like respect you because you've like continued to do that.
Yeah.
That's
and
what
I
I've
mean,
gathered.
And I mean, I respect, like, I like what I'm doing, so it
respect
doesn't
you?
bother me. I respect me.
I'm glad it's good. You gotta have respect for yourself.
Yeah. But like, for example, there's this one girl I know that has been making YouTube videos for a really long time. Like, she's really passionate about like vlogging and like different like beauty stuff and just stuff that like it's not my cup of tea, but
Yeah.
like there's a huge audience for it on YouTube. And she's grown her channel a bit, but she's been doing it for years. And I just remember in high school seeing so many people like talking shit about her behind her back.
Really?
And it was so fucked up because people are like making fun of her, making these like, I don't know, like makeup tutorials or something. And they're like making fun of her. I'm like, you aren't doing shit. All you do is go to fucking high school and smoke weed. And you're making fun of this girl for like trying to do something outside of school.
I know the people that are, like I said, the people that are going to hate on people doing this kind of thing, they're just sad that, one, they're jealous. They're either jealous because they want to do it, but they don't want to start it. Or they're just sad people that they like to hate on other people.
Yeah.
To make them feel better about themselves. So it's like, that's on you. If you don't like this, I get not everyone's going to like this, but I feel like what we do, like you kind of have to respect like the grind that we've been on for the past couple years.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm definitely proud of what we've done. That actually, okay, what you just said is like, I need to look up. It's going to take me a couple minutes, so we'll cut it. But I'm going to look up. There's a Logic song on his new album that just came out that has a line that is exactly like that. And I heard it the other week for the first time. And it like, I was working out and I got goosebumps.
Boner? Oh.
Yeah. I got a boner in my sweat glands.
Yeah. Goosebumps is kind of like the boner of sweat gland.
It
of
is.
everything else.
Yeah. One sec. Let me pull up this Logic line.
All right.
So the line, I finally fucking found it. We cut it. So to you guys, it was not long, but it took like 10 minutes. But
Yep.
It's called Celebration off Logic's new album.
This better be a good line.
And the line says, most people want to tell you what to do because it's what they want to do if they had the opportunity to, but they're too scared. That's why they live vicariously through you.
That's big facts.
And I don't know. I feel like so many people who talk shit, we've said this before, but like talking shit has no benefit to the world. One of our listeners actually commented, Steve, he commented on one of the videos from like a couple months ago, but we were talking about this and he was saying, he's like, I've never understood this logic of people who basically put others down for creating any sort of art because you don't bring anything to the world and all you do is potentially limit this like art being put out, which could potentially help someone.
Right.
And like, I don't know. And the people that talk shit clearly have never done like anything creative or like ambitious before.
Yeah, and I have definitely talked shit about art. So, sorry, art. My bad.
We've talked a lot of shit about modern art.
Paintings just don't do it for me.
But
Like
they are important.
A cool painting, like a cool modern day relevant painting, I respect.
Kyle, this line is about people like you. You're hating on those modern artists.
I'm just like,
because you wish you could do that if you had the opportunity to. Like
you're
said.
probably right. You're probably right. It's probably a jealousy thing. I just wish I was so good at painting.
Yeah.
It's just not my thing. I respect it. I just don't. It's not for me. If you wanna paint, that's super cool. You should go paint.
According to Logic,
Go play with your
you're
watercolors.
too scared.
Yeah, I'm
okay?
too afraid.
You're too scared.
I am too afraid to paint. I'm afraid of paint. Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, if you're gonna shit on somebody for making some sort of art, whether it's music, whether it's like poetry or whatever,
Yeah.
like look yourself in the mirror, because what are you doing that's so much better?
Yeah. That's true. Like, what the fuck do you think you're doing that's so cool? Like, a lot of these people that are talking shit
Aren't cool.
Okay, I'm just gonna give an example, and I don't want to make it sound like I'm talking down on like these other career paths because they're great.
Yeah.
But like, for example, I have a good example, so I don't even have to make this up. This actually happened.
Okay.
There's this guy that I follow who hosts this podcast called the Bearded Man Podcast. I think.
Does he have a beard?
He has a fat ass beard, dude. But his name's Bobby, and he's cool. Like, I've never talked to him personally, but I've followed his journey for a while. He's kind of similar size to us. But dude, he's like a grinder. Like, he's posted episodes all the time. He used to have a different show. Now he has this new one. But he's actually like gained some progress, and some bigger people have been on his show now. And I saw him respond to a tweet, and it was some random guy who tweeted that Bobby kid from Pennsylvania is a fucking clown, or that Bobby kid who does podcasts from Pennsylvania is a fucking clown, and they didn't even at him, so I don't know how this guy even found it.
Yeah, what?
But the Bobby saw it, and he responded. He's like, "Hey man, like, sorry you don't like the show, but like I don't like to engage with this type of like negative energy in my life, so like hope you have a good one," or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like the best response you can give. And I clicked on the dude's profile who's talking shit, and he's just
6
like
followers.
Well, yeah, he has like 20 followers, and he's like, what was he? He was studying like accounting at like some university. So it's like, that's fine. Like, being an accountant is cool, but it's like, you're not putting anything out there. You're not.
Exactly.
Your
podcast wouldn't be good. You accounting major. Cool, dude. You probably have no social skills.
I mean, yeah, you could start a
I was
accounting
gonna be an
podcast.
accounting major.
I know the
people
you
in
would
my
be.
class.
You would have.
I would have
hated
gone
your
insane.
life
Yes.
so much more.
Yes,
than
absolutely.
you hate it now.
You think I hated my life back then? If I continued accounting, I would have absolutely despised my life.
The thing I never understood about you is like I always knew you like weren't happy at college.
Yeah.
But you always like tried to dive into subjects that I knew you hated.
Because I hated all of it. I didn't
But
know
you
what else I
never
was
did
gonna
any
do.
like sports stuff that you liked. You're
Even-
like,
'cause even-
all right, yeah, I'm an accounting major now. And I was like, that's a little unorthodox. And then you're like, all right, I'm a civil planning major
Yeah,
now.
dude,
I'm like,
fuck that.
why the fuck did you pick these? You don't even like them.
I just was so lost in my life that I had no idea what I was doing. And like, yeah, I think doing something with sports probably would have made more sense. Looking back, that's probably what I would have done. But I also don't. That didn't even appeal to me either. Like,
Yeah,
nothing about college was good for me.
Yeah, but like I think you would have liked sports at least more than
You're
like
right.
civil planning.
I would have enjoyed it, probably. Yeah, if I did
I
like
still don't really
kinesiology.
get that. You were like
Weird
one
phase,
day I
man.
hopped on Fortnite. You're like, yeah, I'm studying accounting now.
Yeah, that lasted like a semester, and then I dropped
Like,
out.
what?
Yeah, that was. I hate accounting with like a passion. Like I know people that like it and like they majored in it and they're like satisfied when it all like balances out.
Yeah.
I can't fucking stand accounting. I hate that debit credit shit.
There was one time when
Can't do it.
I was so at the time I lived in either LA or Texas. I don't know where I was at the time, but I texted Kyle, and it was like around when he was like getting done with classes for the day, and I was like, "Yo, Fortnite?" He was like, "Yeah, sure. Like I got some accounting homework to do, but I'll do it in between games."
What?
And which like
There's not a chance. I did that
anytime I
homework.
hear someone say they're gonna do work in between games, they're not getting shit done.
No.
And I remember we played for like a couple hours. This was in the midst of our Fortnite addiction.
Yeah.
Played for a couple hours, and I was like, "Yo, have you like been doing any of your accounting homework?" And you're like, "No, I'm just not gonna do it." And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
That sounds about right. There was yeah, dude. There were just multiple occasions where I was just like, I'm just so done with it. Like I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like the thought of taking a class on something that I don't like, I don't have the willpower to do it.
Yeah.
It's just mind-numbingly boring. I feel like I'm dying inside. It's just not me.
Yeah. No, I've heard people talk about that feeling, because I know the exact feeling. That's how I felt like the last couple months leading up to stop going to college. I was like, because I knew what I wanted, and like all the classes were not it.
Yeah.
And I was like, the thought of spending my time doing something that I know I'm never going to do in my life.
Yeah.
Like, it ate me alive. And I was actually reading about this, and it was interesting because it was describing how some people can manage doing something they don't like and like they don't care about just to get to the next point, but there's other people that can't. And it was kind of describing like that's the difference between like an artist and someone who's maybe more of like a intellectual mind or and so I guess my point is I think you're more of maybe an artist than you would give yourself credit for. Because at times you say like, oh, like I'm not that creative. Like I've heard you say that in the past. I think you are creative, but
thanks.
I think that you're more of an artist than maybe you think, maybe in like a different way.
Yeah.
But I just feel like we both have that mind of like, if it's not exactly what I want to do, it is like the worst thing on the planet.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I feel like I can do something that I don't want to do if I know that is a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Like right now, we're both doing jobs that they're not what we want to do.
Yeah.
And like they're jobs to make money to like keep myself afloat until this becomes a sustainable living, which is what both of our dreams are. But if I wasn't doing this and I was just working my job, I think I would still be going insane because that's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
So like if I don't have something that I'm working towards, then I feel like I'm going insane. And back in college, when I was doing that shit and I was working towards something that I knew I didn't want, that's even worse.
That's the worst.
Because like I'm doing something I hate, working towards something that I will probably hate even more. So it's like that's why it wasn't it for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think that a lot of our listeners are probably in high school, maybe even middle school, and I will never encourage someone to do like one way or the other. I think you guys got to do research on what you want to study and what you want to like do with your life, and I think you just got to do whatever leads towards your passion. Now, if your passion is badminton,
Olympics.
It might be a little bit harder, but there might still be a way to make that a living. And I don't know. I went to college because I thought that like I would find something there that was maybe related to what I wanted.
Same.
But it wasn't. There's no like podcasting major on like how to be like get to a point where you can be like a famous podcaster in college.
You could do like public speaking, I guess. But this is also so different than public speaking.
Yeah.
Like doing this in front of a crowd would be different.
Yeah,
I think it's a similar vibe, but it is different than just like sitting in a room by ourselves with cameras on.
Yeah, and I follow a lot of people in the gaming scene, and I've seen people that are, up and coming streamers, and they're like, "Yo, so what college do I go to if I want to learn how to be a full-time streamer?" And it's like, it's a joke.
Oh,
it's like,
that's a really stupid
no,
question.
It's a joke because like there's a lot of stuff that people can do nowadays that weren't options with traditional college, and you're not going to find a tutorial on how to be like any sort of like entrepreneur, really.
Exactly. And I feel like for you younger people that maybe, because when I was in high school, middle school, college even, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I didn't really feel like I had a passion. For me, like my passion was sports, but for whatever reason, I didn't pursue that. So I just feel like no matter what, you will find something at some point that you're passionate about. You might not realize when that's going to happen, but you will find that thing, and just like stick with it, stick with whatever you're doing, and just eventually you will find something, I promise you. And then once you figure out that's what you want to do it.
Yeah.
Like don't think about it, actually just do it.
Yeah.
And you'll be so much happier with your life.
And often another thing I've learned is oftentimes you have to find out what you hate before you find out what you love.
I hate a lot of things because I've tried things that I hate.
Yeah, and I think that's important. Like you have to try a lot of different, like, I don't know. I've read that one of the most beneficial things is for people to have a job they hate at some point. Because then while you're at that job you hate, you daydream and you think about what it would be like. Like when you're in the midst of the shittiest job, what do you think about spending your time doing? And oftentimes that leads you to what you want to be doing.
Yeah. Unless it's like, I don't know, like murdering people or something.
Well, yeah.
If that's your passion, get help.
Okay. Speaking of this
murder,
big change of pace, but
okay.
yeah, like murderers and like terrible psychos.
Yeah, nice.
By the way, I still want to talk about Dr. Dre's ex-wife.
Oh yeah, okay.
But we'll do that in a bit. Okay. Now, I hope what I'm about to say doesn't get me like canceled or something.
Okay.
No, hear
if
me
you're
out.
leading with that, all right.
Hear
no,
me
you're good.
out.
Okay, I'm hearing you out.
So, anytime there's someone with like serious issues who has done bad things,
All right.
the public perception is like, well, clearly what they did is evil, right? It's a terrible thing.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone like is like, oh, this is fucking like psycho. Like Ted Bundy was a psychopath, evil person, burn in hell, you bitch.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. That bitch.
yeah. Now, what I just like recently started thinking about more and more was like,
How do you think he feels?
no.
Oh, poor Ted.
No. What I'm trying to say is these people who like do bad things, whether it's like extreme or just someone who's like a weirdo, like maybe psychologically they're like
Just off.
yeah, just something's off about them and people don't like them because of the way they like something they say or like the way they act around people. Now, if they're just like a normal person without psychological issues and they're just like weird, that's fine. You can like you hate them because they're weirdos, right? But then I'm talking about like the people that have something wrong with them. Okay.
Like, okay.
Now,
All right. I'm a little lost.
okay, what I'm trying to say is if people always want these people to not do these bad things and they want them to not be a creeper, to not be a murderer, like just be a fucking normal person, it's like
They can't.
they literally, quite literally cannot do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like I don't even really
Let 'em
see-
loose.
No. I just don't really get the point of like trying to. I don't know. You see people on the internet talking about like, oh, like we need to. I don't know. Like we need to fix these people or to like.
Send him to therapy.
Yeah, but it's like some of these people. I just thought about like. There's nothing you can do. Like they're going to be murderers no matter what almost. Now, maybe that's not true. Maybe there are things you can do to like fix these people. But I guess my point is like sometimes I just don't know if there's anything anyone can do. And so it's like, yeah, he's a fucking terrible psycho murdering piece of shit.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Like, what is he supposed to do?
yeah, it's like,
I kind of get that.
like it's his fault because he killed the people.
Yeah.
But in another sense, this is what might get me
That's
canceled.
how he was born that way.
It's kind of not his fault because
No, I get what you're saying.
if
People
his
understand that.
brain is so fucked up,
Yeah.
how is he supposed to like even see the world in that normal way?
They can't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I thought about how crazy that is that like Ted Bundy couldn't have been normal. There's no way he could have been a normal dude.
So, like, what are we supposed to do with him?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, do we just kill them all? Or do we...
But like he has to have do something first before we could even like
Yeah.
Even if you thought Ted Bundy was like, this guy's off, he's going to kill someone someday.
Just let's kill him now.
Yeah, you can't do
Can't
that.
do that.
You got to wait until he does kill someone and then lock him away.
Yeah, or this might get me canceled. So what we could do with these people is, let's say, like Ted Bundy.
Mhm.
Let's say we could maybe use his murder for good.
Okay.
He could be like a hitman for like the government, and he
Whoa.
like murders the bad guys. But the thing is, like, people like that, they have a specific type of person that they want to kill. So his was like young women.
Yeah, so he's not motivated by like money or any
Yeah,
sort of.
he's not. I don't even think that would matter. I think they would just say like, you can kill these people and you won't get in trouble. But I think he needs to choose the people himself.
Yeah.
That like it's like a power thing for him, rather
Yeah.
than someone else telling him you kill them.
I agree.
So that probably wouldn't work.
but
Just a thought, guys.
no, I think that's an interesting concept of like because I mean you hear the government hiring hackers
Yeah, it's like
to
the
work
same,
for them.
I mean, it's a little different.
It's different,
but-
but it's still the same.
but still same.
Did that sort of make sense by the end of it
Yeah,
where
yeah,
I was
yeah,
going?
yeah. I
It
think
took a while to get there.
You're
but
definitely not the only one that's had that thought.
yeah.
I've thought about that too.
Like I'm not trying to sympathize with these
No.
terrible people. Like what they do is horrible, but it's just strange because
I don't
if
know
it's
what they're supposed to do.
yeah, like maybe some of these people can be fixed and to the point where they don't want to go kill young innocent women, but
I don't think Ted Bundy was going to get fixed.
I
He
don't-
would have killed his therapist.
yeah, I don't think you can fix him. And so like is it him at his soul that's evil or is it like a defective brain kind of, you know?
I would think it's defective brain. He's got like a brain problem, but
But as a result that makes him do bad things, which
yeah. So you could get like a brain. Whoa, dude! Can you get a brain transplant? Is that a thing?
Whoa.
Would I become a different person?
I don't know if that's a thing yet, but maybe one day.
Dude, if you ever swapped brains with if like you and I swapped brains, would we be?
Dude, I think I would like have your personality.
Whoa.
That would be so weird.
That would be crazy because your personality. What does that come from? Probably your brain, chemicals in your brain.
Yeah.
So if like we just like swapped the little switcheroo here,
I would just be really into sports all of a sudden. I'd be like,
yeah,
because it's not just what you know, but it's also like what you enjoy and what you're like passionate about.
This is a very uneducated conversation. There's someone that's like, you can't fucking do that. That doesn't
but
work
fuck
that
you
way.
guys.
But yeah, fuck you.
This is bro science,
yeah,
right?
bro science. But if we switched hearts, well, that wouldn't matter. But
I don't know. Some people believe that like your heart has more than just like it has something there.
no, it doesn't.
But what about your soul? Where do you think your soul resides?
What do we define as soul?
Like your spirit, like your being.
I think it's just your brain.
It's
I don't
just
know.
Surround because when someone dies,
Yeah.
like
their spirit lives
you
on.
believe that people have a spirit that lives on.
Yeah.
Do you believe in a god? I know you're not like religious, but do you believe that there's
gotta
some
be
being?
something.
Okay,
Yeah, there's
so
got to
you-
be
So
something.
you believe in some sort of god?
Something, yeah.
Okay. So like who you are as Kyle,
Yeah.
you think that lives on when you die? Like, or does Kyle just kind of cease to exist?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think maybe Kyle passes. I think maybe what's it? Reincarnation.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. This like
It's. I mean, no one knows.
I don't
It's
know. I
just
haven't
more of
I haven't
what do
spent
you-
too much time thinking about this.
Yeah.
I feel like you spend a lot more time thinking about this than I do.
Yeah.
Like it'll cross my mind and I'll be like, huh, I don't know, and then
Yeah.
move on.
But like our buddy Connor,
Yeah,
do you feel like
Yeah,
Connor's
I do.
presence exists?
I do. So yeah, I guess I do. I do
Okay.
believe in it.
Yeah. And I've almost kind of realized like, or for me, I think, like, I don't think anyone can prove it. So I think it's more up to like, what do you want to believe as a person?
And
'Cause
I
I
want to
don't-
believe it too.
Yeah. So it's like, I want to believe that Connor has a spirit that exists, but like, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. But
In my head, he does.
either way, I can't really prove it. So who gives a shit? You know?
That's true.
I used to be like very religious, and I have said it before. I'm not currently like.
Yeah, you lost the cross necklace. He's gone. He's
No,
gone
I
hell,
still
boys.
have the cross necklace, and that's the thing is like,
It's meant like you ditched it from your neck.
yeah, but that's also because I just ditched the whole necklace. It had a
Yeah.
cross and a key on it. The key says believe. I would wear it. I still have it. I like it, and like that's the thing that. I love religion. I'm so into religion. I just the concept of like gods and like afterlife and like the nature of being and that those deep stuff. I love that, but it's just became harder for me to subscribe to one. And so it's like I don't know, but like talking about and learning about like I still love reading about like Christianity and different books that I had from when I was at APU that are like Christian books, and I don't know, I love that shit.
We are so different,
I know.
dude. I still haven't finished that book.
The Alchemist?
Yeah, I
That's
started,
not even a religious book. That's
no,
just
I know.
a book.
Yeah, it's just a book. I think I started that in October.
Bro, it's
It
such
is
a quick read.
It is now October.
It's such a quick read.
It has been a year, and I have finished probably 3/4 of it.
And it was good, right?
I don't remember.
You told me you liked it.
I think I did like it. It's one of those things, man. It's one of those things where it's like, why am I doing this? I hate reading.
because you elevate yourself mentally. It's like a checklist.
I'm so elevated, dude. I don't need to be even more elevated. I'm very elevated.
I'll be honest with you. The only, one of the only reasons I read is just because I have a list of every book I've read, and I like adding to it and realizing like I've somehow became smarter because of these thousands of pages of information I've processed.
Well, I'm already really smart though.
Oh yeah, so you kind of reached the capacity of smartness.
Yeah, like I don't need much more. You know, like one book's not gonna,
Well,
elevate
you
me.
almost can't get much more. Like
You're right,
You've
no.
reached 100%.
Yeah, there comes a point where there's no room for extra knowledge. I store
Yeah.
so much in this dome up here, so it's like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Well, if you want to like kind of clear the recycle bin of your brain and
Yeah.
get a bunch of extra storage,
Empty the trash.
I could sucker punch you and then shove you into the pavement, and it would give you a concussion, and you'd be in the hospital, and then you would come out of it forgetting a bunch, and you'd have a bunch of available new space.
That feels like step one of being a serial killer, just beating up someone.
Yeah, for fun.
Mm.
Only if you want it, though.
I don't.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Well, speaking of wanting things that
Dr.
you
Dre.
Can't have or don't need,
We're finally getting into Dr.
we're going to get into Dr. Dre,
You
which
teased me last episode.
Kyle has not heard about this at all. So, dude, this shit is hilarious to me. Dr. Dre's estranged wife.
Estranged. What a rude word.
Well, they're in the midst of a divorce. Okay.
Yeah, but just calling her estranged.
Well, I mean, she's like not quite his ex-wife yet, but she's gonna be.
Is that what estranged means? I was thinking like she's like strange.
No, dude. Estranged means like you're not like really close anymore. Like you're not on good terms, sort of. That's what estranged means.
Separated.
You thought estranged means like, oh, fucking weirdo wife.
Kinda. Yeah, that is what
That's
I thought.
funny. Okay.
I'll be honest.
See,
After I was talking about my knowledge.
if you read more books, you might have heard
I'm not
that.
gonna learn what estranged meant from reading.
I've
a book.
learned a lot of words.
If
through
I read
books.
the dictionary, I would. I don't read
You'd
the
be
dictionary.
surprised.
No.
Dr. Dre's estranged wife explains why she needs $2 million a month in spousal support.
Okay.
Now,
I respect that. Get the divorce. Try to get the money.
as the wife of near billionaire, by the way, shout out to
Damn.
Dr. Dre for almost being a fucking
Let's
billionaire.
go.
All right, so she is asking for $2 million a month. Now, they break it down here by like category for what she needs. So I just wanted to kind of see what your thoughts were.
Okay.
So it's approximately $1.936 million per month.
Wait, per month?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. $2 million a month.
Oh shit.
That's why it's so crazy. It's not just $2 million. It's $2 million every single month ever.
Damn.
Okay? So
I mean, wait, technically, right? If you get a divorce and you don't have a prenup, doesn't it go 50-50 or what is that?
well, that's what they're in the midst of a thing. They're in a whole court battle.
Well, I'm kind of on her side.
Why are you on her side? Who needs $2 million a month for anything?
Dude, he's almost a billionaire.
It doesn't matter how
That's
much
like
money
Jeff
he
Bezos.
has.
When Jeff Bezos cheated on his wife and she got half his money, that was kind of a baller move by her.
Okay, but that's
She instantly became the richest woman
but,
ever.
But this is different though, because this is saying she's trying to claim she needs $2 million a month
Oh, yeah.
to live.
Okay, and she's strange too.
Yeah,
She's very
she's
estranged.
strange.
Very estranged.
So like, this isn't that she's entitled to like half his money. This is that she's just trying to get the court to realize why
Her
she
cost of living is $2 million.
Yes, that's what she claims.
Okay.
So
Some people just live differently, man.
the document points to some pretty wild expenses, such as $135,000 a month on clothes.
What? How much total money you think is your wardrobe? Total money.
Dude, max $2,000.
Yeah.
Max.
Max.
It could easily be under $1,000
For sure.
because Kyle
And
knows.
it's like well-used clothes that have been around for years.
Yeah, I bought new shorts for the first time in literal years the
Yeah.
other day.
Like 8 years John hasn't bought new shorts.
Like I've had a couple pairs of new shorts, but only as a gift from like my mom on Christmas.
Okay.
So
She saw your like Hawaii University shorts and she's like, you need new ones.
yeah, dude, I've literally been wearing the same shorts since middle school.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 pairs of jeans, this pair of like tan jeans, a pair of joggers, some shoes, t-shirts, and some hoodies.
That's about it.
Definitely under $2,000.
Yeah, same.
All right, so she needs $135,000 a month on clothes, $20,000 a month on phone and email.
20,000? How many emails? what are you sending?
What email do you gotta spend money on in the first place?
Oh, wait, what?
I mean, if you have like a Google
Yeah, she's
business
got a
account.
bunch of Google Drive like storage space.
Oh yeah, she
just
got
stores
premium
everything.
Google Drive.
Yeah, she stores like all of her clothes online.
And like we have a Google Suites now for our PIMS like business email,
Yeah.
but that's like $20 a month. So according to her, she might have like 10,000.
She could have like 10,000 podcasts.
Yeah, possibly.
That math may have been way wrong.
I don't know math.
It was wrong. It
Accounting,
was so
not
wrong.
accounting.
All right.
$10,000 a month on laundry.
What?
So maybe she's got to go to the laundromat.
A lot of
and
detergent, dude. She's got a lot of
a
clothes.
lot of quarters. Yeah, see, if she has that many clothes, she's got to spend a lot of quarters at the laundromat.
But you're not washing that many clothes.
I don't know, man. She claims she is.
All right.
Maybe she has someone.
changes like after every meal.
Oh. Or she just cannot do her laundry on her own. Like she has a physical disability where she can't. So she has to hire someone who does it. And she has a long-lasting relationship with a really expensive maid.
Could be.
That would make sense. Now, finally, a whopping $900,000 a month on entertainment.
What is her if I had $900,000, I couldn't spend it all on entertainment.
What do you think she spends $900,000 a month on?
If you guys can hear the lawnmower, sorry.
Yeah, should we wait?
No, we're fine. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
If someone's going to turn this off because they hear a lawnmower in the background, you got other problems.
Yeah,
It's pretty loud.
sounds kind of loud, not going to lie. But
what did you just ask me?
what do you think she spends her $900,000 a month on?
Dude, a lot of strip clubs.
She's going to strip clubs.
What else are you doing? I don't know.
It's COVID, dude. Strip
Yeah,
clubs aren't
so
even
what
open.
are you doing with $900,000?
All right, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, HBO.
All right, that's like maybe $70 total. So we got I don't want to calculate
Only
that.
maybe she subscribes to a lot of OnlyFans accounts. Those add up.
She could. Yeah, maybe Dr. Dre has one that she subscribes to.
Maybe she's a patron to a lot of shows.
Yeah, she's got money to blow. Maybe
Like-
she's just like dropping big bucks on shows like us.
Yeah.
So you're not estranged.
Yeah, and if you got a lot of money to blow or a little money to blow, why don't you check out patreon.com/PIMS podcast
Yeah, blow us.
and blow us.
Blow it on us.
Just blow that money on us.
I don't know what I would possibly spend $900,000 on today for entertainment
Yeah, because if she clarifies in these documents it's entertainment,
per month.
she couldn't go like buy a car or buy a house or
Because she's hiring like private dancers. Does she hire like the Beatles? I mean, they're all dead, but pretty much. But like, does she
how many
hire
of the Beatles are left?
Paul McCartney? I think just him.
He's the last one.
Yeah, I know John Lennon died. George Harrison, pretty sure
Then there's,
died.
Ringo.
Died. So I think it's just Paul.
Damn, dude, big rip.
Yeah.
Um,
People think that he's like not really Paul McCartney. There's just a dumb conspiracy that's like, actually, it's not really Paul McCartney anymore. Same thing with Britney Spears.
Paul
It's like,
McCartney.
it's not Britney Spears anymore. It's somebody else. I feel bad for her though. She's like stuck in that weird contract. Dude, I saw a thing about Howie Mandel that was weird.
What? Hit me with it. Howie conspiracy.
Yeah, it was like a little while back. It was around when the whole Britney Spears conspiracy was like big, you know?
Okay.
I mean, I don't even think that that's a conspiracy. I think that's just like a true thing. Like Britney Spears is stuck in that contract.
Oh,
and, like,
okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I don't know.
Do you know anything about it?
No.
So basically, like she's in this contract, and like I think it's her dad or like her husband or ex-husband. I think it's her dad. Like controls everything she does, and they make her post these TikToks, and they like drug her basically. And she's like, it's like legitimately true.
Dude, I don't know.
It is.
It sounds super illegal and like
own,
people would be in prison.
You can do your own research, but it's true.
I
Anyways,
will.
Howie Mandel. I saw a TikTok that it was weird, dude. It was like he was making a bag for your shoes. He's like, here's this paper bag, and he's acting really weird in the video. It wasn't like a funny video. It was like, I got chills after watching it. He's like, here's your like paper bag, and you write whatever on it, and then like you put your shoes in the bag, and then it's your shoe bag, and then he like flipped it over, and it looked like he wrote something like shoes or something, but it looked like it said help.
How does shoes look like help?
He wrote it weird. Where's my phone? I can try to look this up. The thing is, I can't put it on the podcast.
It was on Howie Mandel's official TikTok account.
Yeah.
And he was being weird, talking about a shoe bag. What is a shoe bag?
I don't know. Howie Mandel weird TikTok.
I'm confused here. So you think Howie Mandel was being held against his will
Listen,
to make a TikTok about
I'm
a shoe
not
bag?
saying that I think that. Look, okay, TikTok investigates Howie Mandel held captive, part 1.
So I don't know how much or if any of that we're going to put in the video because I don't want to worry.
You can look that up on your own time.
Yeah. I've also been reading more about like copyright stuff, and like apparently in the past like we've used like little news clips or like audio clips, and apparently that's like illegal. So
What are
I
you
don't
gonna
know.
do? You're gonna shut us down because I use a little bit of a clip from Howie Mandel's TikTok or the clip from Birds Aren't Real.
yeah, no, that's what I'm worried about. But yeah, so you guys can look it up. It was definitely a weird TikTok. Don't really know what it was all about. I don't know about this
stuff.
conspiracy theory, but
Hey, I don't know.
he might be being held captive.
I don't know.
It's always possible.
He's on America's Got Talent though. Still,
That's a good-looking bald man. He looks good bald.
he's Mr. Clean. He looks like Mr. Clean.
Yeah, but I mean, like, oftentimes, like you've said, you can't be bald without a beard, or else you look
He
like
has
a
a beard.
penis. Does he have a beard?
He's got a little goatee.
Okay, he's a little bit.
Yeah, like Scott Van Pelt, bald without facial hair.
Yeah, but Scott Van Pelt doesn't look bad, I don't think.
He's all
But
him
maybe
with hair
maybe
looks
it's just
weird.
because he's been bald for so long.
Yeah, he's been bald for as long as I can think.
yeah.
Also, SVP's dope.
Yeah, he's cool. But all right, well, that's Dr. Dre's wife.
Is there anything else that she like spends her money on?
Nope.
Is she gonna get her money?
No, Doctor. So I found a follow-up article, and Dr. Dre was saying, like, basically saying to his lawyers, like, please deny all of her attempts, or like, don't let her win this shit, basically, because she doesn't need that much money. So yeah, there you go. I just thought that was funny.
Do you think you would get a prenup?
Yeah. My parents have a prenup.
Yeah, I would too.
I would. I mean, listen, obviously, if you are marrying someone, you hope that you never get divorced and that like things go well, but better be safe than sorry. And if the person really like loves you, don't you think they'd be cool with it too?
They should be.
If like we're just both cool, like, you know, one day we might hate each other. So why don't we just decide we're just gonna keep it even?
Exactly.
And then if the significant other is really against getting a prenup,
Then it's like, what are you in this for?
Yeah.
You know? All the money that I currently have, because I have so much.
yeah. Also,
I don't.
Isn't it kind of unfair that like girls can so easily be a gold digger if they want? Like a hot girl could so easily, if they wanted to just go find some hot old creepy guy that was rich,
They do.
they could do it
Yeah.
easily. But a guy, if I wanted to just be like a man whore and go like just find like a hot or an ugly old rich woman, there's not like a market. There's not.
That's why I can't.
Yeah, but there's not a market for that, even if I wanted to.
No, I think there is.
Really?
It's a much smaller market. I think. Yeah. I don't know.
I just don't. You know these girls who do the gold digger stuff?
Yeah.
Where do they like
They do the digging.
get the connections? Where do they like? Is there like job listings like, hey, looking for a hot chick, or
I mean,
where do they find these opportunities at? I'm always
think-
curious.
I think when you're a rich person, you just have a lot of parties and stuff and a lot of get-togethers, and a lot of times like models are brought in.
Oh,
Like I've heard stories about like but like a girl's like, yeah, I hooked up with this like famous dude on a boat. Like it's like a yacht party, and they just find these models, and they're like, all right, come on.
Do they pay them to come on the party?
I don't know,
Originally?
but I think it's like it's good for them because it gets them. Like, you know, they're going to be in pictures with famous people. People like, who's that? I want them to model for me, or like, I want them to whatever. So I don't know.
One time, what? Okay.
What?
One time I filmed this music video with this guy, and such a weird, just a weird day, because like I didn't really know him. I didn't know any of the people there, but like he was trying to bring out like his whole crew to like be in his music video. Like, was not a good song at all. So he had like this crew.
Wow, are you shitting on his art, dude? Wow.
Wow,
This
I guess
guy.
I'm too scared, man.
Yeah, you're too
I
afraid
would
to
make it
music.
myself if I had the opportunity.
Yeah, you just didn't have the opportunity. You do have the opportunity. You're
I just
too
didn't
afraid.
capitalize.
You're too afraid.
Yeah.
Okay. So John's too afraid to be as good as this guy is.
Yeah.
Continue.
So it was just weird vibes because he's like mid-20s, and like the vibe I got was that not many girls his age wanted to hang out with him. So he brought out like
Bunch of younger ones.
bunch of like girls that were like early college maybe, and this guy's like 27 or 26.
That's a tough. Yeah.
Which like
It's a
I don't
tough
know. I mean, it's
look.
legal. It was just kind of weird.
It is
but
just weird.
to each their own. But all these girls came that like, from my understanding, he sort of knew them, but they were kind of like Tinder girls that like he talked to a bit. But it was like, yo, come through. I'm shooting this music video. There will be alcohol, and like that's kind of the extent of what they knew.
Okay.
So like, I don't know, like 20 girls come, all of whom don't really know each other that well.
It's so awkward.
And they don't really know him.
They definitely don't know you.
They don't know me. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They just know there's alcohol in some music video. And I think
shot.
no, they were.
Why not?
Well, so they got there, but they all kind of had a certain, like the people who are going to accept that invitation to have a certain.
They're not your kind of person.
Yeah, they have a certain thing in common where like I'm probably not that interested if you're going to go to some dude's random music video to get drunk.
That's fair.
You know?
That's fair.
So they all get there and they just get really drunk really quickly, probably because they're fucking nervous because they don't know who any of these people are.
Great idea.
Which I would
just get drunk around this creepy dude.
Well, I would probably get drunk too if I was them. Because if I'm gonna have to be like modeling or look hot in a music video,
You'd want to be. Either you have to be drunk to look hot.
No, I'd have to be drunk
think
to
this is
not be like
attractive?
super anxious. And so, they all get really drunk, and then like we're trying to film shots, but they're fucking hammered, so they're all yelling and annoying as shit and not listening.
Bunch
like,
of woo girls.
I'm trying to direct, like, yo, I need you in the back to go over here, and she's like, oh my god! It was really annoying. But then the funniest part of the story is that when I was done filming, I got home, I start editing the music video, and I don't know if you remember this, but I sent a snap, but I was like zooming in on certain clips and doing certain parts in slow motion. And there's a clip of this girl who like wanted to be in the video. Like she wanted a cool shot in the video. She was like, oh, I'll take a pull of this drink. And I was like, okay. And it was like a bottle of some hard alcohol or something. And so she like takes a pull. But like when I slow it down and actually watch what was happening, she just drank and then just backwashed it all back into the bottle.
That's disgusting.
Like she didn't even actually drink it, probably because she was way too drunk already.
Well, she probably just like put it up to her face, and then like no bubbles came out, and she just put it down. Like she just put it up against her lips.
No, dude, you can.
She
you
sucked
can
it down
tell.
and then spit it back.
Well, no, she let it go in her mouth, but then just kind of like,
ew,
and it all just like went back into the bottle, and you can just see it in the video.
Did you keep it in?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's
but
tough. So how'd it turn out?
not good.
Oh,
I wouldn't put the music video on any of my like director reels or anything like that.
yeah.
And we filmed on this dude's yacht, but it was like,
Was it his yacht?
no, it was like his friend's uncle's yacht, and his uncle was out of town. And so like it was like we couldn't drive it, so it was just like docked
Yeah, you're sitting on a docked yacht filming a music video.
with a bunch of drunk girls that no one knows that are like 7 years younger than the guy in the video.
It would have been more dangerous if they were driving the yacht. Because that's scary. Because then it's like a bunch of drunk girls on a yacht, creepy dude, guy with a camera.
And they're driving out into the sea.
Driving out to the sea. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that the worst music video you've ever made? Or have there been worse ones? Is there anything where you're just like, that's a terrible idea, dude. Like, this isn't going to look cool.
Yeah, well, there's been worse, but like that video visually looked cooler than some, but some are just like, it's hard to make a cool music video if it's just not a good song.
That's
know?
true.
And I just wasn't feeling the song, but I was like, I got to do something.
And why'd you do it?
Money.
Did it pay you a lot?
Yeah.
Oh.
Paid me well.
Shit.
So yeah, anyways, do you want to hop into the segments?
Let's do it.
All right, so moving on to our segments here. Today we got Why'd You Google That and Fan Question. Wait, do we?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we did A and F. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. Kyle, what'd you Google this week?
All right, so I Googled why do people have foot fetishes? Because I want to know what's behind it.
Yeah.
I haven't read this article yet, but this is a wild start to the article. An Arkansas man identified as the as the toe suck fairy was arrested Monday following a series of incidents in which he allegedly approached women in stores, commented on their feet, and asked to suck their toes.
Hey, what's wrong with that? He's asking.
Yeah, he's asking.
He's not just going
he
and
had
sucking.
previously served a prison sentence for similar shenanigans. Last time he pretended to be a podiatrist in order to fondle and suck a woman's toes at a clothing store.
Oh my god!
I like
Is
how
a
they use
podiatrist
fondle.
like someone who
It's a
like?
foot doctor. I've seen a podiatrist.
Oh, so he was at a clothing store pretending to be a doctor
I guess.
and was like, "Hey, I can help you with that."
Yeah, and then he sucked her toes. If a podiatrist ever put my toes in his mouth,
I honestly wouldn't question him.
I'd be like, this must be some like Western
Yeah.
medicine. Why does my foot feel a lot better now?
Yeah. Like I think if I went to a foot doctor with a foot problem
Yeah.
and he sucked my toes, it would take me quite a while before I realized that he's not supposed to do that. You know?
Yeah. I thought you don't know what they're
Because they
supposed
play
to do.
with your feet, they do weird things
they
to
do
your
weird
feet.
things. Although I don't know, a mouth being involved, it shouldn't be. No mouth should be involved with any
That's
kind
true.
of medicine. But then it goes on to say Sigmund Freud claimed that people sexualize feet because they resemble penises.
Whoa.
Today, a more scientific theory comes from neuroscientist Vilanayar Ramachandran, director of the. Okay, he says that studying the brain malfunctions that lead to phantom limb syndrome. That's like when you cut your arm off and you can like feel like your hand is still there.
Yeah.
So everyone has like a body image map, and some people they're maybe associated with different areas where like their toes or something are associated with like sex. So it's like a similar thing to the phantom limb thing.
Oh, so some people associate different parts of their body with different like emotions?
I guess,
different feelings?
Maybe like people like hate their nipples or like love their nipples. Or they're just like I guess people are like, damn, like that guy's feet are nice. They remind me of penises.
Yeah, but like there's no one who like has fetishes on like knuckles or like.
I bet somebody does.
Yeah, but it's like
you want to get knuckled?
Like,
can you give me a knuckle sandwich?
That's interesting though. So people's body maps associate feet with sexualization.
I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
mine doesn't.
Toes.
My body doesn't.
That's on you.
I could be cool with like never seeing. Not that I don't get grossed out by seeing feet, but I'd be totally okay with never seeing my spouse's feet.
Yeah, I don't want to suck toes. Like I'm not gonna. I don't know. It's not in my repertoire.
Yeah.
I'm not sucking a toe.
They don't do anything for me.
No.
They're like an elbow. It's like they're there, but I really don't care about it.
I'm not going to grab and like rub your elbow and be like, oh,
like kiss an elbow.
Like just suck an elbow.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. Like they can't even feel it anyways.
Elbow.
Like if someone sucked on my elbow, it would do nothing for me. Yeah. Suck on my elbow.
I'm not going to suck your elbow on camera. Off camera.
Off camera. Okay. Yeah. We'll do it after.
All right. For why'd you Google that this week, I Googled why do balls, and then what popped in, smell like vinegar.
What?
And apparently that's a thing where it's like, oh, my balls smell like vinegar today.
I don't smell my balls, but...
And from my understanding, that's kind of just the term, but it's more of a some people have stinky balls in general.
That's gross.
It's not just vinegar, it's just stinky balls. So
I think I lucked out with the ball scent.
How to prevent your stinky balls problem.
Okay. Should probably wash them. That's probably it.
Yeah, that's the thing is so many people have like issues with body odor and stuff, and it's like if you just wash and wear deodorant, it's not that hard.
No, that doesn't do it for everybody.
Dude.
Some people sweat a lot.
Listen, I sweat a lot and smell bad, but that's if I don't wear deodorant.
Yeah, but there are people, there are people that have it so much worse than you.
I guess, but I think a lot of people are just fucking gross and just don't do anything.
There's people like that too.
All right, if you hang around a guy when it's hot out, you probably know about the stinky ball syndrome. I'm
not just going to like waft your balls.
I've never just smelled balls like in a normal hangout environment. I've never just smelled someone's balls from like a mile away.
Have you smelled balls in like outside a hangout situation?
No,
it seems like you were kind of saying like I've never smelled balls like in a hangout situation. In like a private situation, I have sniffed some balls.
I haven't, but I just feel like it would be hard. I don't know. This seems like it would be hard to notice.
Yeah. When
the folds of the skin rub against each other, little pieces of dead skin cells fall off. If you're a little piece of yeast, you like dead skin cells and moisture to grow. So like when there's all this little dead skin cells rubbing together in your little gooch area,
some yeast starts forming.
I guess yeast grows. On top of that, your sweat and smell also stem from two types of sweat glands that are highly dense in the groin.
Whoa.
Okay. While the eccrine, and apocrine glands produce sweat. Definitely said those wrong. The apocrine glands produce your musky smell. Mix in all that yeast and bacteria, and you've got yourself some top shelf SBS. Stinky ball syndrome.
Nice.
So what do you do to combat your stinky balls, guys?
Wash them.
Regularly wash and thoroughly dry. Oh, so not just do you wash them, you got to make sure you dry.
You don't want the old musty smell.
We know some people, not going to drop names.
Luke,
who doesn't dry himself when he gets out of a shower.
Yeah. I haven't checked his balls to see if they dry or not, but I'm assuming because he doesn't dry his head or his back or his feet or anything else, he won't dry his balls. So Luke's got stinky balls.
Oh, it also says it's best to keep your balls unconstricted. Wear boxers rather than briefs. I actually have said in the past that I listened to a podcast about a guy who lived with people in the Congo and they had huge penises. And the guy was saying their penises are bigger because over generations and generations, since they don't wear pants, the gravity lets the stuff hang.
It makes sense.
So not only would wearing boxers give you bigger penises, also will not give you smelly balls.
hey, that's a win-win. My briefs aren't that tight though. It's not like I'm fucking,
I don't know, man.
I can show you.
Briefs are constricting.
Oh, you can feel.
No, I know what briefs are. I have some briefs, but
you can feel
I
mine.
definitely know a difference from. They feel more free when I'm wearing boxers than when I wear briefs.
Yeah, like when I go to bed, I just wear shorts with nothing else. Love it. Love that feeling.
So why don't you like boxers though, for day to day? Have you ever tried them, or do you always?
I always did until like a couple years ago. I don't know.
Kyle just wants to constrict his balls.
I just like being constricted. I just sometimes you just like to be held. That part of my body likes to just be
Okay, like a push-up bra.
Sure.
Well, or just a bra in general, I guess. It's kind of the purpose.
I don't think any girls like bras though.
Yeah, if I was a girl, I would love to just
I bet taking a bra off after a long day is nice. Yeah.
I would just not wear. I would just love to show off my nipples. Everyone likes seeing girl nipples, so like, why don't we just make that more of a norm?
Not everyone.
Do you not like seeing girl nipples?
Not all of them.
Oh,
There's some that I don't want to see.
I mean, sure, but most girl nipples.
Look, I'll look at a
right.
nipple. Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, for fan questions this week,
All right, what do we got?
let's see what you guys gave us.
All right, this one's from Big Orange 5.
Okay.
If you could transform into any animal, what would you choose to be? You could be an animal right now. Don't say dog.
Narwhal. I have to.
Would you actually want to be a narwhal?
Not really.
Dude, pick something you would want to be. Like, what would be sick to be? I think being like an eagle.
Oh, fuck birds, dude.
Yeah. Fuck birds, but that would be sweet. I could fly.
I think
Or a cheetah. Run as fast as shit.
I'd want to be a cute little. I want to be some sort of fox or some sort of leopard thing type creature, but it's smaller, more condensed.
A small leopard.
Well,
How about what?
like
ocelot?
a snow fox.
Ocelot. A snow fox?
Yeah.
Is that even a type of fox?
Yeah.
Snow fox?
Yeah. Definitely. They're white. I don't know.
Arctic fox. That's the
Yeah,
word.
Arctic.
Okay, if you're going to be an Arctic fox, I'm changing my answer. I'm going to be a mountain lion that lives in the same area as you, and I'm going to eat you.
Okay.
Just to display my dominance.
That's okay. No, seriously though, what would you be? You'd be an eagle?
Yeah, that actually probably wouldn't be that fun.
Flying would be a cool sensation.
That would be cool. What else would be cool? I think being a cheetah would be cool because you'd run fast as shit. Being a hippo because no one's going to fuck with you. You just sit in the water all day
Hippos
like
would be
a
cool
fat ass bitch.
Because you are kind of both, like land and water. Like
Yeah,
you can spend
you're a hybrid.
Can't they go underwater for like an hour?
No. Is that your throat?
Yeah. That was weird.
It sounded like a garbage
I didn't know if
disposal.
anyone else heard that.
It sounded like the drain was finally empty.
All
right.
Wait, what's the hippos?
They can't hold their breath for that
Yes,
long.
they can.
For
dude.
an hour?
Look how long can hippos hold their breath.
I'm going to go like 10 minutes.
Okay, but even 10 is a long time. But I think it's
I could get myself to hold my breath for 10 minutes.
Who are you, fucking David Blaine?
Yeah, if you can
God
do it, I can do it.
damn.
How long do hippos
Maybe it's
hold
rhinos. No, it's definitely not rhinos.
It's not rhinos.
I get rhinos and hippos mixed up.
Yeah. I think also being a gorilla would be cool and just being able to toss any animal ever.
Yeah.
Think about how much you could bench press if you're how much you think a hippo or
Gorilla?
it's 5 minutes.
Oh.
How much do you think a gorilla
Can bench press?
can bench press? I'm gonna look that up too.
Well, are you going to look up how much can a gorilla bench press? No, say like how much can a gorilla like lift? Because that's probably.
That popped up. How much can a gorilla bench? Wow. Okay, this is a big age range or a big weight range, but so the average gorilla is 300 pounds. So that's like a left guard.
Okay.
All right. We can conclude that a gorilla could bench anywhere from 1,800 to 4,500 pounds, depending on age, gender, nutrition.
So like
400.
a peak NFL male gorilla could bench press 4,500 pounds.
Yeah, and like a peak left tackle can probably bench
like
400
400.
or 5 something. Yeah, that's crazy.
And the world record for deadlift is like 1,000.
Yeah,
So imagine bench pressing 4.5 times that.
dude, I'd be a gorilla, and that would be sweet.
That sounds pretty cool.
I could rip a
dude.
tree out of the ground and throw
No
it.
one fucks with you.
Yeah,
Can we both? Yeah.
yeah,
we're both
gorillas.
gonna choose
That'd
gorillas.
be sweet. I'd be a silverback gorilla.
All right. This question is from our buddy Luke.
All right.
Potentially moist balls.
Potentially smelly balls. Okay.
He says, do you guys, so I'm going to alter it a little bit, but he says, do you guys see yourselves leaving Seattle in the near future or in the next few years, and why? I'll kind of, to add on to that, do you see Seattle as like your forever home, or just as like the place we live currently?
I would probably go wherever this took me. Like if this takes us somewhere, I would go.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I want to be around where my people are. You know what I mean? So I think I'd probably stay around here. I think I'd like to stay in the Northwest.
Yeah.
Or like at least on the West Coast. What about you?
I'm really open to live anywhere.
Yeah.
As long as I can do
what you want to do.
Yeah, it's more based on like my goals. Like you said, if this fucking took me to South Dakota, I don't give a shit. I would move to South Dakota. Kyle's like, I don't know.
We need to have a lot of followers. A lot of money from this podcast to do that.
Yeah, man. I don't really give a shit where I live as long as I can just do what I want to do. I mean, I like Seattle, but like I'm really only here because my family is here and the studio's here.
Yeah.
But like if I could afford and like have a recording place somewhere else, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah.
But like
we probably could in like Louisiana or like Alabama.
I know, dude. Louisiana's so cheap.
I don't think I would ever live in Alabama or Mississippi.
Really?
What am I going to do there?
Well, I don't know. If there's like a company that's like, yo, we want to buy PIMS, but you guys got to be the host. We got to move to Mississippi.
Fuck that, dude.
You would turn it. You wouldn't go?
I'd rather live in South Dakota than Mississippi.
Damn, bro.
Mississippi is
So
like
I'd have
gotta be the worst.
I'd have to go without
ever.
you. You'd leave PIMS for Mississippi.
If PIMS takes us to Mississippi, it would be
oh my god.
No, I'd probably
dude.
go, but dude,
reluctantly
I would go, but Mississippi has to be one of the worst places on earth.
Mississippi smells so fucking bad. I'm
like
so
balls.
sorry.
I bet everyone's balls in Mississippi smell like vinegar. Like the worst vinegar.
If any of you are from Mississippi and like, I'm sorry, we're definitely stereotyping here, but I drove through Mississippi and it smelled like manure the entire duration of my drive.
Yeah.
It was bad.
A lot of racists too.
I mean, yeah. All those states down there.
Bunch of Confederates. Yeah, you know.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys. Definitely, if you want your question asked on the show, be sure to ask us on our Instagram story or DM us. We ask like every week for new questions, and we pick the best ones. So if yours wasn't picked, doesn't mean we didn't.
You weren't the best.
Well, it either sucked or we have it saved for next week or something. But anyways, guys, if you're new around here, definitely subscribe on YouTube. And if you're not on YouTube right now, go subscribe over there.
That'd be sweet.
There's full video versions of every single episode, and we're trying to get to 2,500 subs. Also, leave a review on the Apple Podcast app, because when we get to 200, we're only 8 away. When we get to 200, we're going to live stream an episode of the show on YouTube. You can watch it live, and then after it's like, once we finish it, we'll then just like leave it up as like a live episode, so it'll be up there forever.
There you go.
Yeah, Kyle, we're going to follow you.
Instagram at KyleStaffer36. Follow the podcast at PIMS Podcast. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Yeah. I say that shit every time, yeah.
You always just go, yeah.
I always think I'm gonna like add something else, and I have
literally
nothing.
have never added anything to that line.
No, I was like 50-50. I might add subscribe to YouTube, but you just said that, so
sorry.
So I'll just go fuck myself.
Add Hey Narwhal on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. There's new episodes every single Monday and Thursday, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Wash your balls.